Boo. Jump scare. Yeah. New hair, guys. New hair. New hair for 2025. You may recall during Vlogmas I talked about having to get rid of the pink hair. And this is me now, back to my natural colour. Ish. You can tell ish. There's like a slight difference, but only if you look at it in a certain light. Pretty good colour match. I miss the pink though. I do. Every time I look in the mirror I'm like, who is she? Who are you? Anyways. Hi guys. I hope you're having a lovely Christmas season. Today I wanted to take a trip down memory lane. Usually I write my resolutions in this little Adventure Time notebook on the 31st of December every year. And this year we are going to see my granny on New Year's Eve, so I won't have time to sit and write out my resolutions. But I found it interesting looking through some of them. One of them I think was from 2019, if I can find it. I also used it as a diary from time to time, but I was really bad at keeping diaries, so we will ignore that. 2019, my 2020 resolutions. Ones that I seemed to accomplish was practice my tin whistle. I don't think I ended up on crutches that year, and that is a resolution. Keep loving all the bands and musicals I love now. Make new friends. Enjoy 2020 because it's your last year of secondary school. We all know how that worked out. COVID. What a fun time to be alive. But one resolution that I wrote back in 2019, and I sort of always keep at the back of my mind, is set up a YouTube channel. So hi guys, I successfully finally completed a resolution from 2019. How good is that? But then if we skip forward to 2020, a lot of my keep loving the artists. I always say that. Keep loving the artists. I said work on my vocal range. I was planning ahead. Try and learn new dance choreography. Keep loving the YouTubers you do. And save money is always one, but then I never actually really do unless it's over the summer and I'm working regularly. 2021, here they are. Get my theory test for my driver's license. Get my driver's license. I didn't get my driver's license. Go to university, I did. I started first year in 2022. Read at least 12 books. I ended up reading 22 books that year. And then my resolutions from 2022 into 2023 was get through first year, which I did successfully, and listen to different music, expand your range, and I said I did. I started listening to Lime Cordial and the 1975. And the funny one, get my driver's license. I swear to God, I didn't get my driver's license. Read at least 23 books. I think I read 19 books that year. And then, if we go to this year's resolutions, get your driver's license. I swear to God, I gave up on getting my driver's license. Not that I've given up, but I've decided that I'm going to leave it until I graduate and I'm finished. And plan a summer trip, which I did. I went to see Emma again this summer, and we went to see, as you know, if you're a long-term viewer of the vlog, of the channel, we went to see Two Strangers Carry Cake across New York, which was so good. Joe Kelly was standing in for Sam Tuddy, and obviously I was like, oh no, I didn't get to see my man Sam, but like, he was so good. So good. Fair play, Joe, and that was his West End debut. Go to concerts and musical theatre trips. I have gone to concerts this year. I went to see Bradley Simpson and I went to see Taylor Swift, so actually I can tick that off. Sort my skin out, yeah. I was in Rakuten for a good bit of last year, and oh no, sorry, I lied. A good bit of 2023 I was in Rakuten, and I was right on it until about February, March time. And now my skin is sort of, apart from this one spot, ignore that, my skin is really clear. I'm not wearing any makeup right now, so that's pretty cool. Read at least 12 books. Smash that! Today I read my 40th book, and then I'm leaving it at that because I don't want to go into the new year on halfway through a book that I started this year. I don't know, it just in my brain I'm like, no. Get back into crocheting and Animal Crossing. I go through waves with Animal Crossing. I play it from time to time, but I've gotten back into crochet yesterday. I'm making myself a granny square bag so I can tick that off. I do practice and more practice. Dance, harp, steady. Did that a lot. So I'd say I pretty much achieved a good load of my resolutions. And I have a good idea of the resolutions I want to complete want to write this year, so I'll get started on that. But I also wanted to talk about a few of my favorite books that I read this year. Starting with this one, Liv is Not a Loser. I think I gave this 5 stars on Goodreads. Liv is the main character of this story, and this story is all about her trying to get her life back on track. And once she does that, she falls in love with her childhood best friend Henry, and it's actually so cute, and it's a really not easy read. Well, it is a bit of an easy read, but like, I think if you feel lost, you'll find yourself in Liv. I did think that, especially when I was reading it, I was like, oh, I relate to aspects of this, I understand, so I would recommend this as a book. The Vintage Shop of Second Chances. I don't have it with me. I have that book in Cork because I did a set and prop selective last semester. No, not last semester, the semester before. And we got to design our own little set. And I was like, what if I made an original set? So I made a set for the Vintage Shop of Second Chances. It was actually really, really cute. I really enjoyed that elective. It gave me an insight into like the fact that I'm not that bad of an artist. And like the backstage and how that props and set and designing and all works, and it was so interesting. It's like something I think I'd like to look into in the future. Which You Weren't Here was actually quite cute. Basically, Cáit is trying to make it home for her brother's wedding, but shocker, her magic isn't working properly and she is lost in Prague. Who does she bump into but Harry, her brother's childhood best friend and her crush. There's a storm that stops all the flights going out from Prague, so they have to then find their way back to England. And they fall in love! A lot of romance books this year, which is unusual for me. The Long Door. This was the first one I read by Frida McFadden this year, and I think I read it within the space of a day. Really, really good book, and if you like murder mystery, would highly recommend. I don't want to actually give you a synopsis. I think I want you to read that yourself. The Housemaid series. There's 3 of this series, and I think there's a 4th one coming out. Again, I don't want to actually give too much away. I want you to read it. So those are some of my favourite books that I've read this year out of the 40. I also read Clarice Bean's Christmas book, by Lauren Child. Why not? But the next book I actually am going to read, and it's downstairs, but I can't bother to go grab it, is The Midnight Feast by Lisa Foley. I love her books. The Guest List was the first book I read by her, and I so enjoyed it. I can't wait to read this next one. I also wanted to talk about some of my favourite artists this year. I don't know why I'm holding that. It'll come as no surprise that Taylor Swift was my top artist of 2024. I just love her so much, and this was my year of being 22, which actually meant so much to me because, Taylor sang that song for me in the Eras tour because she knew I was in the audience. Like, I was way back there, but she knew I was here. And Maisie Peters is also one of my top artists. I love her, and she keeps teasing her 3rd album, and I'm so excited because The Good Witch has such a special... Actually, you signed up for this, also has a special place in my heart, but The Good Witch has such a special place in my heart. And then other artists. I saw Bradley Simpson this year, hoping to see him again next year. I don't know if I will. Obviously, I've got tickets to see Big Fibers, which I'm so excited about. I don't know which side I'm going to choose. It's really, really hard. They told me I have to choose McFly, but I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can just abandon one half of my boys for my other boys. It's just hard. So now I want to think about resolutions for the next year. An obtainable one I think would be to try and get the channel to reach like 100 subscribers. I've said that before, so let's write that down. And if I get more, and that's just great. I do need to practice my instruments more. I'm gonna write that down for instruments and everything to do with my degree. I'm not going to set myself a goal of reading more than 40 books because I would get stressed out about that. So once again, I'm going to say read at least 12 books because that's a book a month. I think my main one is to have more fun. I get really stressed out about university and stuff, and my degree is silly goofy, so I should have a silly goofy time with it. Also, just keep making memories and appreciating the simple things. Maybe I'll try and get a new piercing. I have 18 piercings and the goal is 20, but maybe I'll get more than that. So I was like, get another piercing question mark? I think try and get my double pirouette. Still can't do that, but it's fine. And also do things for yourself. I think that's a good one. Basically, if I think of any more, I'll write them down. I actually forgot to say, learn Finnish is also one of my New Year's resolutions thanks to the little present that Sophia got me. It said today learn Finnish, and I was like, you know what, frick it, I'll learn Finnish this year. So yeah, another resolution, learn Finnish. I don't know, guys. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate all the support I've been given over the last few months. Yeah, I started this in September, so that's really, really cool to see how far we've come. But I really appreciate all the support, and I cannot wait to see what happens next year. Peace out, homies. I don't know why I did that. Slan. I'll see you next year. That's a knee slap, bro. Oh no! I'm so goofy, guys. I'm so goofy. See you the next time.